Hello and welcome to Diablo 4 Season of Witchcraft. I'm Sammy, that's Sammy, you're Sammy, we're all Sammy, and we're diving right in because we are on the final chapter of the season journey. And it's awesome. It's gonna be great. I love it. You know when people are in chat when they're also Sammy. That's the way to be. Okay, before we dive right in, we're probably going to warm up with an Artificer's Pit, but I wanted to take a look. Yes. We had unsuccessfully attempted the Waking Horrors challenge, where you have to kill 50 elite enemies in a Torment IV Nightmare dungeon without dying. I think the furthest I've gone is maybe 30, and then I died a bunch of times. But bosses count as elites, and that's why we've got one. Oh, so disappointing. All right, well, as I said, we're going to warm up with the Artificer's Pit. I have leveled up a lot of my equipment. I've got a few things, well, 2 things at Masterwork 10 out of 12. Most things are at 9 out of 12. I like to go through one by one. That's just the way I do. You guys can talk all you want. Just forgive me if I decide to ignore you while I focus on trying to survive the pit. Now, one of the challenges is getting to tier 75 and getting through that pit with 5 minutes remaining on the clock. There are no world bosses, so the world boss probably spawned right when the stream started, so we're not going to worry about that. I would be surprised if I can survive tier 70. That is gonna be a shocker for me, so we'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. Someone just gave me some free incense, so I'm glad they did it because that tells me I should do... Oh. Oh man. You got me thinking that I could move my status bar to the middle, and I don't think I can. I'm thinking this time we're going to go critical strike chance, but the other idea that I have was the attack speed. But I'm going to go with this one, and we're just going to dive right in. Dive right in, get warmed up. Oh, I'm going to try that after this run through the pit. Assuming I successfully make it through the pit. Okay. Woo! They are definitely doing some damage. Thank you, Piranado. That's what I needed. Come on. Getting a few of them to explode. But we gotta watch that health, and I've got my screen glare right there. So it'll be exciting to see if I can make the shift to the middle. If only so I could actually see my health more reliably. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. I'll have to try it out once we are through this. We're still ahead of the timer, but only barely. So when we get to tier 75, assuming we get through tier 70, I might have to take a break from the pit and work on Torment bosses. Because if I can defeat them, I might get some of the mythic uniques that this build asks for. They are optional with this build, and I'm hoping they'll do a little bit extra. I also would like to make some more witchcraft gems. Okay. So, my older brother has that set on his console, so whenever I play at his house, I have that option turned on, and I just don't like it. I understand it, but it doesn't stop me from getting stuck on the environment, which is one of my favorite things to do in this game. And really, I've only found it useful for couch co-op, at least for me, because I'm pretty confident that the camera is going to stay centered on my character, whereas couch co-op, we move all over the place, you know? It's the best. Get on your horse, start riding towards adventure, and then stop on a branch that you didn't know was there. Alright, come on, baby. Let's get these kills. The time is no good. I need that kill bar to go way ahead of the time bar. Yep. Well, squinting is only optional. Chances are it's not even actually there. It's just something to make me look bad. All right. Thank you, Piranado. I was just about to call for you. I really hope all of the spiders and spiderlings that burst from those infected dudes count towards the kill counter. Because if I am killing all these dudes and they're not actually counting, then that bums me out. We are very nearly... Okay, good. We're still ahead, but only barely ahead. So I might be at tier 70 for a while until I can overpower my way through. Good. Everything's dying. Get out of there. Woohoo! All right, Piranado. Bring them all in. Gimme. Oh, you already fired. I have to wait. I'm excited to see if I can move my status bar to the middle. Because that would be dope. That would be fantastic. Then we don't have close calls like we just had. A reminder for this particular character, I have a -3 poison resistance. I help enemies who attack me with poison damage. Very nearly helped whoever blew me up just then. Oh, my nose is itchy. Oh, the nose is itchy. I might sneeze. I can see. My eyes aren't watering at all from suppressing a sneeze. I gotta itch my nose. Alright, we're still alive. That's all that matters. We're still barely ahead of the timer. Let's just keep moving. There are some champions, so those are the dudes I'm going to work on first. Fantastic use of the Piranado. Definitely happy about that. Ah! Holy damage, Batman. Alright, Piranado, hit him again. Hit him again. Thank you.
You want blood spilled and bones broken. Gloriana's your girl.
I do want that, just not my own. And it appears that right now it's my own that are breaking. Mostly from this guy who does poison damage. Whew, alright. Took him out. I think the spiders do passive poison damage, but I can't prove that.
Carving meat from bone.
It's literal bone! Don't carve meat from literal bone! It's just bone! It's just a skeleton with an axe! He doesn't have any meat on him!
Like any other.
Maybe the spider will carve up like any other. I can't speak to that one. I'm not an expert. Okay. Every time I poke my head off to the side, it's because I want to see my health. Got sun glare right there, making me look bad. How are we on time? We're doing better, but I definitely need to be getting a few more kills. Okay, here we go. Second floor. It's snake people. More likely for more poison. Woo! There it goes. All right, if the time runs out, if we officially have died too much, then I'm going to abandon this particular Artificer's Pit. We're abandoning. Okay, so I'm not ready for 70. Maybe I'll try 66, and we'll see what that does. Really what I need to try is going into those nightmare dungeons, upgrading a few more pieces of my kit, and then maybe looking towards some of those torment bosses. Alright, so this should not have reset the number. It did. Okay, so the Artificer's Pit counts towards this. Great. That's awesome. Okay, let's go. Options. Then he told me to go gameplay. And then center. Look at that, baby. Save it. Look at that! Right there in the middle! I mean, I've still got a lot of screen glare to contend with, but I can see all of my abilities. I can see all of my boosts. That's fantastic. I'm a happy guy. Okay. And now no one's going to know that I am actually playing on PS5. They'll think I'm a PC player. That's going to be awesome. So, I'm going to do this one, the Ancestor's Favor. I like getting a free upgrade to one of my Witchcraft powers. Yep. Uh-oh. A minute ago, Blazin spent some of his beard hairs. Look, if you're watching in the future on YouTube, I'm sorry that you don't get to earn any beard hairs, but you can still like and subscribe. That would be helpful. If you want to leave a comment about something you saw in the video, just leave a timestamp so I know what you're talking about. Otherwise, I'm going to think you're a crazy person. Wow, it changed like everything about my status bar, putting it in the center. I usually don't pay attention to my resources because they regenerate so quickly, and now I'm seeing how quickly they go down, and I'm like, whoa, wow, I go through a lot of resources. Why didn't anyone tell me before? Oh, thank you for pointing that out. Okay, so we gotta mispronounce my name from Gammon Gamike Chanel. Gammon's Gamike Chanel. Easy. I love Chanel, you know, especially Gammon Gamike's. smells so good. That's the reason you've never purchased that one. You're scared. You're scared of what I would do with numbers, and I'm scared too. I don't know what I would do. Alright, so every time we kill one of these elites, whether they have 3 affixes or 1, that counts towards this thing. So we have killed 2 in this nightmare dungeon. 50 is a lot. And if anyone kills me, then that counts as a reset. We were able to kill 666 enemies without dying. And then things just started to go poorly. Good. Interesting, they moved the chat over as well. I know what he means by that. We'll have to see if I can be creative. Now that I've spent the whole day being creative on a script or 5. No darkness! I hate darkness imprisoning me. All I can see are demons and horrors. Good, good. I see that skull up there. I'm just gonna check down here real fast. Habits die hard, and so I keep looking all the way to the left of my screen. I'll do my best. I do hate this event. I'm not gonna do this event. I hate it so much. Damn it. I think I... Oh, no. It only counts if I speak to them. It will take some time getting used to it. I like it. It's bigger. Easier to see. I've got this sound bar under my television, and so it covers the button prompts, but otherwise I can fully see the cooldown timers. I can see when I have shadow imbuement actually going. So I like it. It was a good suggestion. Thank you, Blazin. Ah! They made me fearful! I hate being made fearful. So, a little bit of an aside. When I am not streaming, the game I am usually playing is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And I just got done with the Siege of Paris. And I didn't like it. I didn't think it was my favorite. But I loved King Charles the Fat. I thought he was so funny and interesting. I thought he was an incredible villain for kind of an underwhelming piece of DLC. But the thing that stuck out to me, and the reason I thought about it just now, is that he claims to be possessed by demons, and so every once in a while he'll talk in a deeper, scarier voice, saying that he is, you know, the demon when he speaks with his deeper, scarier voice. And I was like, would people think I'm possessed for all the times I'm talking normal and then suddenly I want to talk like this? I must have the demon. Charles the Fat gave me his demon.
This is what you asked for.
Hey, look at that. I completed the shrine. But yeah, I have finished killing everyone in the order who didn't have to be killed as part of the story. So there are two people left from the order who need killing. One of them I've met before. She's a part of the character. And that's okay. And then the other one I haven't met, but then there's a line that suggests there's another person in the order who will reveal themselves when I have gotten there. So when I'm trying to figure out what I want to do in Assassin's Creed Valhalla on my own personal playthrough is if I want to finish the open world map, collecting everything, or if I want to finish Sussex and see if that's the end of the story. I tried hammers for a while. I went dual hammers for a bit. Now I'm back to my lightning spear from the Ireland campaign because I love it too much. And then I'm also using a sword from the French campaign because I think it gives poison damage. So I'm still dual yielding. I'm just going with lightning spear and poison sword. Because even Assassin's Creed, I have to play it like it's Diablo. Love it. Okay. Don't want to be dying. Gotta watch my health. Good. Okay. There's the door, but I think I'm gonna go this way. See if there's any elites that I can go hunting. I always try to get the champions first. Screw those guys. I try to do that. I try to just primarily work with hidden blade and bows because that's sneaky and I like being sneaky. But I have found that sometimes I prefer to go in and slaughter things with my weapons. And if things fall apart, which they usually do, I want to be able to transition to melee quick. The druid one was dope. The druid one is the one I'm thinking of. That's the one that has the spear. And I love that spear so much. Alright, so I think that continues the dungeon. And I think this is the treasure room. So I'm going to see if that is the case. Look at that, baby. This was the treasure room. I wanted to get away from that dude's explodey balls. He keeps throwing his balls all over the place. And it's painful. Excellent. All of that's going to get melted down. There's really no reason to keep it. Look at that! They show me where my Paragon point is, and now it's on the right. I'm so thrown off by moving my status bar to the middle. I love it being in the middle. I'm not switching it back. But it is going to take some time getting used to it. That's fun. We'll have to look that up. I love when the cutscenes happen in engine. And so the rest of the world is still just operating as normal. Because something happened, I don't remember where I was, but there was a story mission where something gruesome happened and a bunch of people were scared and running away. So then I started talking to the person to continue the story, and someone just walked up behind us where all the corpses were and took a seat at a bench. It was just hanging out, just relaxing. And I was like, this is my favorite. I love when the game forgets internal consistencies. And it's like, oh, now we're in a talking scene, so let's allow people to walk around and have a seat and live in the world. Okay. Got him. Not seeing a lot of elites around here. Yeah. They scream for a little while and then they're like, look, I gotta sit down, I gotta relax, and I have lived in this city for far longer than these corpses have been here. But I am curious, for anyone who has played the Siege of Paris campaign. I wonder how many people gave King Charles his son back, because I did not. I was like, screw that noise. I made a promise that I was not giving that child to the king. He is not getting them. So I'm just curious, if you yourself have played it, did you give the king his son? I figured I was gonna kill the dude anyway, so why take his son to him? Let the boy remember his father the way he wants to, not as a corpse. Alright, gotta get these champions first. No! Alright, that reset the timer again. That's okay, I'm really just trying to get used to being in Torment 4. It is frustrating, but I got a smile on my face, and I'm not angry about it. But yeah, I'm gonna need to do something about my poison resistances. That was fire. That was fire. Alright, before I continue, now that I have removed 20% of my armor's efficiency, I'm gonna go repair and get back into this.
Been fighting hard?
Or hardly fighting. Sorry. If he's gonna say it, I'm gonna always respond that way. I know. But he says it every time. I gotta say it back. Them's the rules. Alright, not a lot of reason to go elite hunting anymore, except to help out for the next time. But really what I'm looking for is Obdicite, so I can get some of my resistances back up. I might have to craft something for my poisons. Good. I love it when they explode. I thought that guy was dead. Shows what I know. Alright, I'm still alive. I'm avoiding those. I don't even want to fight whoever planted them. Oh, damn it. I think I got... Nope. I thought I was tethered again. Whew. So really, I could avoid all of this and beeline it to the boss. Obviously, I don't know where the boss is. So what I'm hoping to do is get through some of these guys. Maybe even level up one more time. That'd be dope. Excuse me. Oh no! 12 minutes ago, it happened, and I wasn't paying attention. Alright, Blazin. Here comes your fairy tale. Once upon a time, there was a gold ball. Nobody knew what was so special about this gold ball, except that it was a ball and it was gold, which should be enough to impress most people, including one young man who decided he would find the ball and deliver it to his king, because maybe if the king got the ball, he would decide to give his town all that they needed to survive even when things got hard. So the boy started hunting for the ball. He asked many people where he could find it, and he followed every rumor he could until he made it to a bar. In this tavern, the young man went to the keeper and said, "I have heard that there could be a golden magical ball in this area, and I would like to recover it for my kingdom so that I can save my village and make sure we want for nothing for the rest of time." And the tavern keeper said, "We do have such a ball, but I must warn you, the magic is powerful. And no one, when they discover the magic, wants to keep the golden bauble. But the boy was undaunted. He thought, I can handle whatever magic this bauble has to throw at me. I will survive. I will make it through. I will do well. So he asked the tavern keeper, where could I find this golden magical ball? The tavern keeper said, well, you're in luck because it's in the barn behind this very tavern. We have had it here for 20 years and we have not been able to get rid of it. We would happily pay you to remove this magical cursed item from our village. And the boy thought, that's fantastic. I will do just that. So he went to the tavern. He left the tavern, went to the little barn house right outside of the tavern, and went inside, and sure enough, in the corner on a table was a small golden ball, about the size of your hand. You could just lift it. It wasn't very heavy. So the boy picked it up, and he felt this surge of magic around him, but nothing happened to him. He didn't seem to be injured or anything. So he put the ball back down and looked around and noticed that the time had changed. Where it had previously been the evening, now it was late at night. So the boy went back to the tavern and said, "Sir, I felt the ball, I felt its magic, but I do not understand it. Why, what happened?" And the tavern keeper said, "Well, you went inside, you grabbed the magical ball, and then you stood perfectly still for hours. I checked on you occasionally to make sure you were still there, but you never moved, and now you are back as though nothing happened. So I guess all is well. You are still welcome to the ball, but keep in mind, this seems to be what happens to everyone." So the boy decided he was going to be smart about using this magical ball, and he decided that instead of being foolish and grabbing it and wandering around or getting stuck in space as he had previously been, he would put it into a box. That would be the wisest thing to do. So the boy went into the barnyard once again, found a small box, put it on the table, opened the lid, grabbed the ball, felt the magic surge through him again, put the ball into the box, closed the lid, and looked around only to see that now it was early in the morning. So the boy decided, well, I think I understand the purpose of this magic, but I don't want to be the one who has to carry it. Instead, I will put it in this box and I will move it that way. But when he tried to lift the box became 10 times heavier, way too much for this small boy to lift and carry. But the boy was clever. He had an idea. So he lifted the lid, removed the ball again, felt the power course over him, placed the ball down. When he did, he noticed that the sun was even brighter in the sky. He lifted the box, brought it over to a carriage, set it down. This was his brilliant idea. He grabbed that magic ball again, felt the power course through him, but this time he put it in the box on the carriage. He closed the box and saw that it was starting to get dark again. But that was okay. All he had to do now was find a couple of horses, put them together, and bibbidi-boppidi-boo, he's got himself a magic ball drawn by horses, and that would be awesome. That's all he needs. He'll get it to his king. So the boy grabbed 2 horses, took them over to the cart, tried to lift the harness onto them, and then found that everything was motionless. It would not move. He could not get the horses to pull the cart hard enough to move the cart with a single box, with a single magical ball. So the boy realized the only thing he could do was carry it himself. He lifted the box. No, he lifted the lid of the box, pulled his orb, felt the magic course around him, and began on his journey. And what felt like a regular walk for him was really happening over the course of years just for the boy to get from the tavern to the edge of the village. The village changed. Trees would sprout leaves. The leaves would grow green, then brown, then they'd fall away. People would move into the village, grow old, wither, and die. There would be children who would run circles around him, days upon days, running their circles until they got old enough to have children of their own. And still, the boy had not even made it past the village entrance. But the boy persisted. There was no way he would stop now that he had found the perfect treasure for his king. So for the course of about 100 years in real time, the boy journeyed from that small town, past his small village, and into the king's castle. But when he arrived, the castle had become dust. For you see, while he held that ball, time stopped for him, but it moved normally for everyone else. And empires wax and wane, they rise and they fall, and kingdoms cannot stay forever. So the boy took his small golden ball, placed it onto the empty, messy, destroyed and dusty throne of the once brilliant castle, and went along on his way, never to see anyone he knew again, for they were all hundreds of years in the past. The end. All right, let's do another Ancestor's Favor. We're going to stay in Nahantu. Also, I want to see... I don't think I ever found my freaking Ancestor's Favor. I wasn't even paying attention. Okay. I mean, look, you get what you pay for with these fairy tales. But I will happily hydrate. Yeah, if you are new here, welcome. Go ahead and hit that follow button so you know whenever we're going live. You too can save up your beard hairs for a fairy tale. Made up on the spot, not very perfect, but they are the ones that I tell. Man, I am doing poorly in Torment 3. I think I need to take a break from these nightmare dungeons, but since I only just started that one, I'm gonna repair and try it again. Don't point it out. Don't point it out. People don't need to know how fast I died. And I think it's because I've got this right here. I mean, I could get rid of the diamonds because I think, yeah, everything should still have that. I'm sorting nothing out. I'm perfect. I'm the best at this game. I'm the best there ever was. Don't need to sort anything out. I believe it's emerald. That will give me poison resistance. I can only do one. I mean, I can do one of these ones as well. I think I will. I don't need all of my resistances up. I just need... There we go. Look at that. Look at that. That was all we needed. In fact, I could probably... Let's think about this. I could probably... Where's my cursor? I think what I'm going to do is put the diamond there, put the emerald here, and then the diamond is going to get replaced with a witchcraft gem when I can eventually get a new one crafted.
An inquiring mind. Welcome, welcome.
Whoops. There we go. All right, back into hell. back into the Nightmare Dungeon. We're going to give this a shot. We're going to see if we can do this thing. I mean, the good news is poison shouldn't kill me instantly. It is still hurting me a lot. But yeah, not as bad. I did see my health go about halfway at one point. But I think we dealt with it effectively, right? So I did need that other one. Dang it. Curses. Yeah, that's the best. You walk right in, ready to do your job, and then everything goes back to normal. And they're like, what are you doing? Why are you killing things over here? There's nothing over here for you. Alright, we're still alive. We're still surviving. Still thriving. Killing champions. Taking out the dudes. We don't want these dudes messing with us. Gore Dancer. Oh, that's a dead end. Oh boy. Yeah, so I'm just sitting here thinking about the fact that I probably need to get that emerald back. I would rather have maxed out resistances on everything because I've got too much resistance than have what I have now. But then again, you know, nearly 50% resistance is way better than negative 3%, where I was helping my enemies kill me. I was like, oh, you're doing 1 point of poison damage? How about you do 1.03 damage? Alright, good. I slaughtered them all. The women and children. They're animals. Oh, he's gonna make me fearful. Good. I'm stuck on the environment. Okay, we got a couple of dudes throwing poison around. They've got their suppressor. I guess it's only one thing. Throwing poison. Nonetheless, I don't want to throw him poison at me. So I'm going to attack this pile o' corpses. It's a terrible restaurant, but the demons seem to love it. Pile o' corpses. Wow. That was another big hit. Golly. It's lightning. Okay, at least that is done. Okay. Putrid remains. They're disgusting. I would rather not. I'm sorry. You're my least favorite event of them all. Whether you're in the dungeon or the open world, you're the event that I don't want to do. Wow. Gotta keep an eye on my health. Try to survive. Good. Grab my health. Need that potion back.
It's a fight you wanted.
It is a fight I wanted. How'd you know, Variana? She would be perfect for anyone's birthday. Damn it. I gotta take care of these things because they tether me and they do damage. So every time he puts one down close enough to actually hurt, I gotta drop everything and work on it. Whew! Okay. We haven't died since that first time, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. It's another pile o' corpses! No! No! Mariana! There's not a single choice cut here! Please! Do not carve any of these corpses. Not for eating purposes, anyway. You can carve them for murder purposes. I always welcome murder purposes. Alright. Full up on health potions. Ah, yourself. Okay. I mean, things are going a little better. We're at 13 out of 50. It just sucks that every time I die, that number gets reset. And I get it, that's the whole point of the challenge. Still makes it frustrating. Okay. There we go. Lots of dead things. There's another guy. Don't you make me fearful. Poison still hurts a lot, just not as much as it did before. Okay.
I was so confident that this was going to be an easy first job. Find the missing bodies and return any I found, alive or dead. I tracked down their dwelling in less than a week. But there was nothing left to bring back.
Gross.
Dismembered limbs littered everywhere.
Well, take them all back.
Please. What do I tell them when I come back empty-handed?
Well,
I tell a crowd of mourners that they don't even have bodies to mourn.
you were the one who came back empty-handed. Like, you could have picked up some of the body parts and brought them with you. I think that's pretty illustrative of what you experienced in the dungeon. There we go. Gotta do my best to watch my health. Now that we're in double digits on these elites, I'll be so mad at myself if I die again. Come on, environment. Quit making me get stuck. Okay, that just slides back downstairs. Damn it. I hate cursed shrines. But maybe they'll drop a few elites while we're working on all of this. Make sure that I'm not firing into that pillar. Good. Damn it. That's the end of my shrine. I mean, my real reason for hating cursed shrines is that the challenge lasts longer than the shrine itself. So that means that you spend the entire time that you are empowered by the shrine working on the challenge, and you don't get to run around and kill other things. And so that's my beef with these cursed shrines, is that it just becomes a waste of a shrine. And the rewards aren't that impressive. So I love the shrines in general. I love having the power and doing all that fun stuff. I just hate being tethered to one location for the entirety of my power up. Alright, we're doing pretty well against the infested revenants. As long as I don't stand in his poison pools. Like that. I moved out of that poison pool so fast. Nope. That was a big poison pool. Whew. That was intense. Okay. I think I might even have a 2-star Sky Hunter already, so I'm probably not going to keep that. And none of the rest stands out to me. Yeah. So we'll check. We'll check our Sky Hunter just to see what we've got. If we don't, then whatever. Probably no episode of the Potato Chip Pictures podcast on Friday because I was too sick this week to record. It's all my fault. Blame me. Don't blame Justin. But that gives you a chance to get caught up on all but one of the Sean Connery Bond movies that we have posted right now. So head over to Potato Chip Pictures and then you can check that out. I know, I'm the worst. I'm the literal worst. Such a bad co-host. Yeah, I already have one with 1 star. I'd rather get one with 2 or more stars. I think it might be wisest to try to craft my gem. So I'm looking for dust stone, which is an offensive one. I think the friend of the bog that I had, nope, it was also offensive that just gave me increased life. So Moonlight Ward might be a good defensive one. Not really great, but fine. I'm going to see if I can craft this dust stone. Yep. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. So what the dust stone does is for each of your auras and hexes an enemy is afflicted by, they take 2.5% increased damage from me. I run around and I've got an aura and a hex surrounding me at all times. So anyone who steps within that would be afflicted by this. There you are.
Have something. Show me.
So, what do I need? I need a Toadling's Wish and a Hungering Void. Oh, man. They're so freaking expensive. Alright, well, that was the big idea that I had, so it's going to be a little while before we can actually do that. Instead, let's go pick on Gregoire. Maybe he'll give me something I need. And it looks like World Boss in about 30 minutes, so I'll do my best to remember. They also provide items that I might need, things that might help. Okay. We're in Kedbardu. We've got our living steel. So all we're going to do is go pick on Gregoire. well, he might pick on us. I have not tried fighting him even at Torment 3. But I want to give it a shot anyway. I just want to see if I can handle a Torment 4 Gregoire. I probably should have started with Varshan. He's usually who I start testing my build against. But it's been a while since I've had a chance to say hello to Gregoire. I just want to go say hi to the guy. Okay, so the green and the blue around me, I believe, are both a hex and an aura. I'm not going to go that way. But they're my witchcraft powers. I need hexes and auras because those are what power my Piranado. And I love my Piranado. All right, I've got a buddy who hangs out along this bottom edge during the opening portion of this fight, and I'm always like, dude, you're gonna get hit by lightning, just go where I go. And for some reason he can't do it. If he goes where I go, he gets hit by lightning and dies right away. And I'm like, I've never had an issue with getting hit by his lightning attacks. But good golly, I'm not doing a lot of damage to him. Carry. Great, great, great. Good. Come on. Get him down. Poops. That was close. I don't want him to knock me back into those electric walls. Or myself, for that matter. Excellent. Little by little, we're bringing him down. That was a bad move that I made, but that's okay. He doesn't seem to be doing a lot of damage. I have now taken 3 or 4 hits right on the chin. But I don't want him to push me into his electric wall, because that might actually hurt. Okay. I was wondering where his buddies were. I was just sitting here thinking about that, like, where have the other knights been this whole fight? Good. Good. Should be back at full potions again. Lucky. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want a tea break. Although I might get myself some hot cocoa at some point tonight. That's one of my vices. Oh, good golly. I am addicted to cocoa. That must be it. I think you might be right. They all have British accents. So maybe the knights are on a tea break. And I'm over here. Ah, the Gregoire, the jerk. Ah, the jerk. He bounced me against his wall. That's what they do. They have their tea and their crumpets. Then they grab their armor and come fight me. But nobody lets Gregoire have a tea break. Nope. He's gotta call them all back to work. Oh, you jerk. Where did he teleport to now? Okay. Oh, that's great. I have forgotten where I saw that. It might have been that Hulk Hogan nanny movie where, but someone makes a big buff dude stick his pinky out while he drinks from the teacup. And as a kid, I saw a big bulk buff dude doing that. And so I figured that was the normal way to do. So for a long time, I stuck my pinky out drinking coffee or tea. Anything that was in a mug. Really quick, thank you Thunder Wrath 244 for the follow. That is very kind of you. If you're lurking, that's totally fine. You can lurk away. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep working on killing Gregoire. Ow. Walked right into that. Yeah, so my damage is not fantastic. My defense is pretty spectacular. Like, it's not the best in the world, but it is what is getting me through these fights. Shoot. Yep, I knew that was happening. I just didn't know where I could go. Curses. Curses! Gregoire! Play my game with my blue controller. Alright, round 2. Let's give him another shot. I gotta watch that floor, because that was what got me. Okay. Good. Definitely got to try to be a little bit better about being strategic and being careful with my cooldown timers. Ow. I don't want to use either my dash or my shadow step because he's got those barriers up. And that's how I end up hurting myself all the time. Okay, now I can get back to it. My R1 ability, if memory serves, should increase my damage output when I use it. Same with potions, but I'm still being a bit defensive about using potions. I don't want to just use them willy-nilly. Ouch. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Take all that damage. Alright, his buddies are out. Pronado is out. That's my buddy. Come on. Come on. Get that stagger. Ah. There it is. Alright, we've knocked him down past 2 of his little health tokens. We got way further than that last time, but then I wasn't paying attention to the ground and got hurt. It's my fault. I can't say it was Gregoire's doing, even though it was one of his attacks. I just wasn't doing a good job of paying attention. Come on, baby. Okay, get out of that. Keep watching the floor. Because we're getting close to bullet hell phase. Excellent. Excellent. Get him staggered, get some damage done. Come on. Knock him down. Alright. Grab that. At the very least. Woo-hoo-hoo! Okay, now I gotta watch the floor. I think this is a safe spot. But he'll do it again. He has no... he's not self-conscious or anything. He does it with relish. Okay, watch the floor. Nope. I think it's when he disappears that I gotta be careful about the floor. Alright, Piranado, get in there. Alright, alright, I'm gonna move away. Shoot. I am trapped. Oh, but he came to me. That was nice of him. He was like, look, man, I get it. I put all those arcs right where you wanted to be. Okay. Get ready to watch the floor again. I think this is a safe... Nope. Nope. He knocked me back into a danger zone, and I'm only down to 2. Ow. Okay. I'm going to be leaning out of frame every once in a while so I can really get a good view of what's happening. Alright, Piranha. Oh, it's already going. Ow. Golly, that was stupid of me. Good. Come on, baby. You have got to go down. You've got to go down. He's close, but so am I. I'm down to 2 potions. Okay, watch the floor. Whoa, I'm out of potions. I'm out of potions. There's one. All right, but he's so close to going down. Come on, baby. Bring him down. Well, do it, lady. Thank you. Wow, that was intense. All right, so I was able to beat him. It was touch and go for a little while, but I got him. No mythics. It's fine. It's fine. Wow, that was intense. Woo! If you stuck with me for that, and you're watching here live, go ahead and hit that follow button. Maybe share with your friends. If you want to support the channel, hit the subscribe button. It's not a requirement. I would love it if you did. If you're watching in the future on YouTube, hit the like button or the subscribe button or both. And that would help the channel out a lot. If you like podcasts, take a listen to the Potato Chip Pictures podcast No new episode this week. My fault. I was the sicky one. But, you know, you can listen to the previous week's episodes. No, I don't want you to. I want the new people. The new people like Thunderwrath 244, who followed silently. All of it's going away. I don't want any of it. I can do that one. I'll do it. Nice. Congrats on your level 40. I'm at a mere 197. Paragon 197. Whoops. Put those away. And I certainly am. I think we're going to do this Ancestor's Favor, and I really hope that this time around I actually find it instead of get scared and run away. But it shouldn't be as bad as Nahantu, where they've got people with tons of poison damage. And I dealt with my poison resistances a little bit. Probably should not have gone down that ladder just yet, because I wanted to see. Okay, so we gotta kill 50 of them. Because I died at some point. Oh, I died fighting Grigwar. So that's the thing, it's not dying in a nightmare dungeon, it's dying anywhere. Resets the kill streak for nightmare dungeons, and that makes sense, that's fine. I am very happy that we did the 666 enemies first. Would have been very annoying to have died when I was at like 587 or something. I also forgot to visit a healer. I would have really just done that just to replenish my health potions. But we're at 6 out of 10, that's fine. Don't stand in the volcano, as my grandmother used to tell me. Good. Whoop. Okay. Good. I actually, I watched my older brother and his buddy playing some couch co-op Diablo 4 this weekend, and they have been hanging out in Torment 4 for a very long time. At one point I was tempted to see if they would carry me, but, you know, I've made it. I don't need their help. Anyway, even though they have been at Torment 4 for a long time, sounds like it's still a very frustrating difficulty. You'll be doing fine, and then something kills you out of the blue, and you're like, I don't even know what hit me! I have a feeling this continues, so I'm gonna go this way. Oh, it's a dead end. That's okay, there were some elites. And we want to kill 50 of them. Hopefully we can do it without dying. Easier said than done. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going left. I might have changed at the beginning of the dungeon, but now we're going left. Good. Bring me your elites. Allow me to munch on their faces. with my blades. My twisting blades. I think, did we miss the boss fight, or is it in 15 minutes? We'll have to check. Alright, sticking to the left, looking for a dead end. There's a dead end. Ah, I was hoping there would be some elites hanging out back there. Okay, to the left. No, every single one for this stream has been the Last Stand event, and I hate this event. It's easier to manage if you've got a party, but when it's just one of you trying to keep all of them alive, and then anyone comes up with an area of effect damage type, and it's just all ruined. And so I hate it. I just hate that one. That's the event that I get angry when I see it. You see my angry face? Do you see my angry face? They made me fearful. So I'm gonna give them my angry face. Ugh. Good. Little by little, we're taking them out. I saw an elite up there. He's gonna come down. Ooh, there's 3 of them. Thank you, Piranado. That was very lucky. He should have been able to make me fearful. Okay. Things are looking pretty solid. We're making some good time. Killing dudes. Getting shot with arrows. The normal stuff. Good. Alright, no one else is around behind me. Because I don't want them coming up on my backside. Get out of the volcano! Alright, alright. We're lucky with our resplendent chests. None of those have been cursed for this whole stream. I mean, health is doing fine. That screen glare just keeps moving across my screen. But I don't have to lean as far to see it anymore, thanks to Blazin. That was fantastic. I might even name the entire episode around moving the status bar to the middle. You know, for the YouTube upload. If you're watching in the future, and I did that, now you know why. I can't step in the poison pools. Even at 50% resistance, that hurts. I don't hate the conduit shrines as much as the rest of the internet seems to. I love zipping around. It's a little annoying if there's no one to hit, but it's pretty dope to just kind of zip through and hit a bunch of dudes. I think the only of the shrine powers that I don't like might be the Greed Shrine. But that one sometimes will spawn a treasure goblin. And so you can still get something out of it. I just don't need the gold anymore, and so I'm always like, it's a gold shrine. Give my cat something to do. But yeah, you go on Reddit, and they talk about the Conduit Shrine like they think it's the worst thing in any video game of all time. And I just don't agree. I think it's fun. I like zipping around as a ball of lightning. Alright, we gotta kill everybody, so this time we'll go to the right. Sometimes on these floors where you have to kill everyone, there is not a separate boss arena. Like, the boss will show up after everyone has been killed. I'm hoping that's the case here. We won't know until we're at the end. But we get to see them on our mini-maps. That's cool. Thank you, Piranado. Alright, I see some more to the left, but I'm going to start going to the right. Hand on the right wall. That's what we do, baby. Alright, we gotta be getting close to the end, because usually those enemy hordes show up when you're like halfway through. And there might be one or two more enemy hordes that spawn. And I always just take them as a sign that I'm getting close. Yep. We got pretty lucky with resplendent chests. None of them have been cursed. And that's pretty dope. Thank you, Piranado. You're the best! Alright, I don't think there's going to be a boss arena. I think the boss will spawn after I have killed the last enemy. We should be getting a timer, or not a timer, a countdown pretty soon. There's our other enemy horde. That's a good sign. There shouldn't be any more enemy hordes after this. Yeah, we are now down to the last 10. Keep. I almost got blown up by poison. Is that the boss? I think that's the boss.
That's a prime cut, eh?
Yeah, I mean, he's a bandit. But he's living. It's not the same corpses you're always threatening to carve to pieces. She's so disgusting. Thank goodness she gives me increased attack speed. Alright, before we leave... Nope, that's a bad idea. Volcanoes are going off around us. Let's leave. There's no reason to hang out inside of an area that could kill me by standing around.
One town is as good as another for me.
Alright, so there is a world boss spawning. They're called like the White Hand or something. But you should get the first one in Kyrgyzstan. He's near the blacksmith. He should be. And it'll act like a side quest. But I think there are some cutscenes that go with it. And then once you've collected your first dude, you have to unlock the rest of them by doing their missions. But if you're there, get them, baby. Get them. There shouldn't be a level limit, although they do have abilities that have to be unlocked when they level up, and you can have 2 of them. Your primary, in my case, my primary is Variana. She's riding around in that black cat next to me. And then your secondary. And for me, get off the damn horse. For me, my secondary is Rahul, or Rahel? The shield bro who starts the whole thing. He earns experience or reputation at half the speed that Variana does, but now that both of them are maxed out, they're just giving me coins. And the coins are cool. You want to eventually get all of your mercenaries maxed out because they add more stuff to the shop. And when you buy stuff from the shop, you're buying essentially boxes, like loot boxes, but it's going to tell you what you are buying. Are you buying a weapon affix? Then one of the items in that box is going to have an improved weapon affix. So if you melt down that item, it will increase for everything. So I almost never equip the stuff that I pick up from the mercenaries. I pretty much open it and melt them down immediately to get those upgraded affixes. That's just how I did it. You can tell me how you do it. But I enjoyed their little stories. Each of them had a nice little introduction. A good way to meet all of these characters. As long as I don't die, I only have to kill 11 more elites. No, let's see. It is... Oh, Gayakul in Kyrgyzstan. So this is Kyrgyzstan. You want to go to Gayakul. And he should be somewhere in this area, maybe over here. But this is about where you're going to be. Somewhere around here. It's been a while since I've unlocked him, so I don't remember where the mission activated. I just know he was in Gayakul. And who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the internet will have to tell you. It's been a while. I unlocked them last season when they were brand new, and they didn't make me unlock them again this season. So I think much like these altars of Lilith that you find around the map, I think that the mercenaries are unlock once and then they are unlocked forever. I think. We're about a minute and a half away from this world boss. Let's see where I'm at on Whispers. Okay. So, defeating this means I will have to go to the Tree of Whispers, but because this is the Mother's Embrace event, we're going to get an extra cache of chaos out of this. That is another reason to go to those headhunt zones, though. As you get these caches, you're getting a freebie during this event. So, good way to get some chaos boxes to open up. I mean, my two favorites are chaos and materials. Those are the ones I love the most. Oh boy. I've already done the self-promotion for this hour, so we're just going to focus on killing things. Yep. Bam! Here we go.
Greetings.
Nobody else wanted to say hi. Alright. I guess I can start doing damage. But I know Ashava is gonna do that first leap. And so when I see people using all their charge abilities to hit it coming out of its poison pool, I'm like, come on, man, just save it for like a second. And then you're gonna hit him where he's gonna stand for a while. There we go. Wow. Everybody around me is very strong. That said, I was just about to say we should go revive somebody. I don't think anyone's gonna revive me. Let's find out. Oh, someone did. Come on. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. Got a couple of revives. Ah, curses. The real issue is he's got all these poison pools on the ground. No! I was trying to revive someone. I had a feeling I was dying. Alright, this time we're going back into the fight. Alright. I may not be able to revive others. If they keep dying inside of these poison pools. Oh, thank you! Don't be inside of that. Now what I'm hoping I can do... that poison! I can't even touch it without getting melted. Well, good job, other guys. At least we got the whispers. But that also resets our nightmare dungeons. Ah! Torment 4 is frustrating. Maybe that'll be the name of this episode. Let's see what we picked up. I'm not gonna use it. In fact, I'm gonna make my face disappear while I deal with all of this.
It is done.
Don't panic. I'm gonna do the greater collection of amulets. I've already got a 3-star amulet equipped. So it's unlikely that we're going to find something better. But if it has unstable elixirs as one of its greater affixes and movement speed, I would take that. I just find it highly unlikely it's going to drop a 3-star for me. Sammy's the worst. Sammy attempts to pick up too many items and keeps throwing them forcefully on the ground. Okay, pick up my garbage, because we don't leave trash around. Not here. Okay. I don't think... Oh, he does have enough. Okay. Now, what I think I'm going to do... I'm going to go after Varshan. He might kill me. He might be too powerful.
I can fix it.
But I'm still going to give it a shot. I'm going to see if I can handle going up against Varshan. It's the Malignant Burrow. Come on. There we go. And... okay. I'm going to say temper your expectations, okay? Let's posture check. Let's get our beverage. And let's give Varshan a shot. There are some mythic uniques that I want. So it'd be dope if any of them dropped. Got enough to fight him once. I had trouble fighting him in Torment 3. Well, let's give it a shot. Woo! Woo! I need to be doing way more damage than that. Alright. Tornado. Thank you. Come on. Come on. I'm trying to watch the floor. The last thing I want to do is die because I wasn't watching the floor. Alright, come on, baby. Come on, baby. I wasn't watching the floor. Health is okay. Barrier is down. Tornado is up. I think if I can get these 2 regular dudes killed, that should knock down the barrier, but naturally Varshan wasn't cooperating. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You gotta be hitting harder than that. Oh, man. He's got this blind attack that stops everything I'm doing. Damn it. Okay, I think we're doing fine. Alright, alright. Could definitely use another... Nope, Tornado would not help at this particular moment. Except to do a little more damage. But I would have liked for it to have fired off when those enemies were out. Come on, baby. Get that stun. Got him. Got him. Got him. It should be Rahir. That should be the first person you run into. And he's got 2 arms. Which is important because he won't forever. Okay. I'm more than halfway through, but his barrier keeps stopping me dead. Ouch. Come on, baby. You have got to go down. Alright, alright. Get the baddies out. Give me the Tornado, thank you. Let's see if we can get both of them knocked out. Hopefully we can get Varshan. There we go. Got him staggered. So that dark health bar doesn't do me any good. I don't have a way to remove all of the bleeding damage, and he seems to recover from that bleeding damage. I think the Barbarian has an ability when they start making someone bleed to take all of that damage away at one time. Whereas me, I seem to have the opposite effect. I start hitting people with poison damage of some sort, or bleeding damage of some sort, and then he takes it all back. It's like he gave himself a little band-aid. Oh, come now. Stop blinding me. Mariana, I need you to be doing significantly more damage. Okay. Give me... There. Alright, alright, alright. Let's do as much as we can. Golden. Stupid barrier. Okay. I would say it's a fair fight, but the only thing fair about it is how much damage he can take. Because he's not doing a lot to me, but I'm not doing a lot to him. Come on and die. Come on and die. God, okay, there we go. Barriers down. Barriers back. Barriers down. Barriers back. Alright, we got him staggered. Come on, baby. Don't let him, don't let him. Yes. That was what we needed. Alright, let me take a look. I don't want that. I didn't get anything I wanted. That's okay. That's okay. Alright. I know it's early. Probably too early to be ending things, but I just missed a call from my mama, and that means I need to call her back because I'm the type of son who calls his mother back when she calls. So we're gonna call it here so that I can be a good son. When we come back tomorrow, we're gonna continue working towards likely this Waking Horrors. We should be able to get it done in like 3 nightmare dungeons as long as I don't keep dying like I keep doing. Real quick, shout outs to Tommy Revolutions and Thunder Wrath 244. Thank you for the follows. Thank you to Blazin 2180 and Gaming Mike's channel for hanging out in the chat today. We'll be back tomorrow, and I'm going to be doing more of this portion, the Destroyer section of the season journey. So make sure to hit that follow button, turn on your notifications, and then we'll know when I'm back. And I will see you all. Blazin', I'll see you on Monday. The rest of you I will see tomorrow. Goodbye!